Hi guys, can you hear me right now? We're just starting this BIGVU webinar, and please send me a message if you can see me, if you can hear me. My name is Bruno, and I'll be responsible to try to explain this app for you guys today. So please, if you're listening to me, okay, good. And where are you from, guys? How are you? How are you today? This is my first webinar, so something may be just happens. So let's see what's going on. Perfect. Before I start the webinar, I just would like to say that if you don't speak English, if you're not your native language, in the next couple weeks, probably in the next month, we're going to do some webinars in Portuguese and in Spanish. So yeah, that's new about it. And in the next weeks, you can wait for that. So pay attention on your email that we're going to do this in another language. So would you like to see these webinars in another language? You can just write here in the chat, and we will try to do our best to accomplish this. Okay, let's just wait some moments until everybody here. Betsy, okay. Você fala português, you speak Portuguese, great. And good to know. The next weeks you're going to see I will do the webinar in Portuguese, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks, but you can stay with us today and see in English too. But if you have some difficulties to understand something, you can watch in Portuguese again. Okay? So, okay, I think you can start. So, let's start the webinar. If and while explain something to you guys, you have some questions about it, something is not clear, you can put here in the chat. I'll do my best to answer your questions. And if there is a really specific question, you can send to us tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to have this advanced webinar. So today is just the simple features of BIGVU that I'm going to teach you. So let's go it. Okay, at this moment, I believe that you can see my screen, right? So can you confirm to me? Can you see my screen? Okay, I believe you don't have problem to see my screen right now. So in this first screen here, we are going to the login screen. So when you open the app, either you directly access the home page or to be requested to log in. So in order to sign in, please use the account details that you create your account with or subscribe it for your active plan. And this may be through Apple, login with Apple, or login with Google, or if you just registered with your email and password. This is easy. It's not difficult, so most of the customers don't have problems with this. So we can keep going. And okay, this slide here, this is the home screen. So once we have signed in, we launch this app, the home screen will appear. So we know we are on the home screen when we see the house icon highlighted at the bottom of our screen on the app. What do you see appearing on the home screen right away? We are seeing a number of different projects that are already available. The projects are basically all the different recordings and scripts that I have prepared during my previous video recordings with BIGVU. So to access an existing project, simply click on the project or script to make it appear. And you can see on the home screen on the bottom center area that there is a round blue plus button. This is the button that you can use to create new scripts or videos on the app. So I believe so far so good, nothing difficult. So let's keep going. And you can notice in the blue bottom for other tabs at the bottom of the screen. Let's briefly discuss each one of them. So the next slide here, you are seeing now the menu navigation. So the first tab, which is indicated by the home icon, we already spoken about it, so you already understand. The second tab, the plans tag icon, this is the area showing the available paid plans where you can see all the possibilities for subscribing to BIGVU or for moving to a different subscription plan. For example, I have a monthly subscription and I want to upgrade to a yearly subscription. You can do this just going here on this plans tag icon. And the plans that are offered by BigView vary from single user start plans through the multi-user work group and team plans. So if you want to know the difference between them, you can check in our website, BigView, the tag pricing. You can see the difference, what is included in a single plan, a work group, or a team plans. But for now, this is the information that you need to know. And the third tab that is represented by the bulb icon, this is the video tips tutorials. So if you want to change the background of your video, if you want to add captions to your video, you're not sure how to do it, you just have to click on this icon. You see a lot of tutorials, most of them, probably all of them in English. So if you don't speak English so much, you can send us a message asking how to do it, and we'll be happy to answer you. And the last icon of the person is for settings. And we go back to this link, to this icon later. I will explain how it works. So don't worry about it at this moment. Okay, so far so good, guys. What do you think? Okay, I don't see any questions, so we can keep going. Okay, in this slide here, you notice that we have different types of videos and scripts of on the home screen. Each one is basically identified by the title, date created, and identifying text appearing next to the project. There are three different type of projects here. You can create a scripted project with video. First one, you can create a non-scripted video project. That means a video without a script. And the last one, a simple as script waiting to be recorded. All these projects can be accessed by simply clicking on the project. And if you want to create a new project with video, just a script, just press on the plus button and it will take you to the project screen. The next slide that I'm going to show you right now. So now you are seeing this screen on your cell phone and a blue button to write your script for a new scripted video recording or a green button to record a new non-scripted video project. So we have these two options. You can choose to record a video from the script. So the script is going to appear on your screen, you're going to read, or you can just turn on your camera, start your video, and do your own way. And after you can add captions, you can edit this video. So this is basically these two kind of options that you have. And okay, so let's choose the option to create this script. Okay, and we're going to the next slide. Okay, we'll be taken to the script creation page, which you can see on the left hand side of the slide. In order to create a script, choose a title for the script. For it can be webinar, BIGVU webinar, but it has to be you have to have a title. This script. Write the script on the open area and then save it. Can you see the red arrow in the upper right hand side? Once we have prepared the script, we are ready to go for the record screen. We can record as many takes as we want from an existing script to get the best result. For example, if you made a script that is take 2 minutes recording, you can take as many takes as you want. You can record as many takes as you want. You can record 10 times, 20 times if you need to get the best result. That's what we want. And on the right hand side screen, you can see a number of different takes. For our paid plan users, you also see the cloud icon. You're going to see the cloud icon if you have a paid plan, indicating that these takes has been uploaded into the cloud. So to create a new version from the original script, we simply press the recording button, the camera icon in red below the takes or scripts. Does that make sense? Okay, we have a question here. Hello, Ray. Can we import a script from Word or elsewhere? Yeah, Betsy, you can do this. If you have a premium account, you can do this on your web desk. You can copy and paste the text, your script from Word to BIGVU, and then you can send to the web version to the app this script. So you can do this. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, here we're going to see some settings about the teleprompter. The first one I would like to talk about is the video quality. So once we have pressed the camera button, the script will appear on our screen. Setting up the teleprompter is an important step to ensure the best quality for recording from your videos. You now see a red record button on the bottom of the screen with the various different icons used to set up the teleprompter for recording, and I will explain it. The first icon we will look at is the HD icon to choose the video resolution quality. So in this one, we'll choose the HD for maximum quality in your recording. But if you want to diminish the size of the data associated with your video, you may want to choose a lower pixelation quality, which will reduce the file size of the resulting video. So if you want to send this video on an email and you have to have a smaller size, you can do this. You can decrease the pixelation of the video. You can do this in order to accomplish your goal. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. The alt stop function. The next setting represented by the hand icon. Can you see the hand icon? Is for setting up the alt stop setting on your teleprompter. This will automatically get the recorder to stop recording from the camera once the text of our script has finished. So this avoids us to have to reach out to stop the recording button. So this out stop feature is really, really good. If you didn't use yet, try it because it's really good. Okay. Maybe it's too much information if it's the first time you're using the app, but in a couple of days, in a couple of hours, you understand how it works. It's not something that is difficult. Great. Here you can see the star icon, which enable us to set the exposure setting and block any lighting changes while we are recording. This is valid if you are changing recording locations while filming your videos. So if you turn this option on, when you start filming, we'll lock the exposure levels. And even if you move around, the exposure to light will stay the same. So you can see me here. If I block this exposure lock, I the light that you're seeing me here will be the same. I can walk through my home, I can walk to some other rooms of my place, and it will be almost the same exposure level. That's what we want with this feature. So again, if you didn't use this function yet, try it, this feature, because it will help a lot to make your videos. Okay, we have a question here for Denning Goddard. Any suggestion to avoid that you're reading a script, meaning it's better to slow down the script or pace it differently? Denning, I'm going to explain this in some minutes, so stay with us and you're going to understand this and how to do it and how to be more natural on your video to looks like you're not reading, you just go in with the flow and speaking, but we're going to see this in some moments. So uh, I believe you can go to the next slide. Here you can see the AA text icon, and here you can control the size of the text in your teleprompter. So, and also the length of the lines with the text area option. The position option is only is available for Android phones. It's because Android phones are very different, and it allows us to make sure that the test is right beneath the camera, right? So if you have an iPhone, any iOS device, this function is not available, but you don't have to worry about because the camera is always in the same locations in iOS devices. So this feature is not needed, right? And the idea is being to keep your script as close to the camera as possible. This is go to Denning, okay, pay attention right now. In order to do in the best possible way, it's recommended that you decrease the size of the font as much as possible. That's the recommendation. What you do is to keep the text close to the camera and your gaze will be fixed on the camera. Obviously, as you position the camera further away from you, you need to enlarge the text size. We can also adjust the size of the text box that the script will scroll within. Here, we would like to keep it as close to the camera side as possible. Again, has to be close to the camera as possible. And the final setting would be to position the text box on the side of the screen closest to the camera of your device. And these recommendations are mostly to Android devices because again, iOS devices don't have to worry about it. Okay, we have one question here from Greg Williams. Once you record your first take and you want to record it, can you change the scrolling speed and pace of the prompter there? Yes, you can do this. You can change the speed of the prompter, and each record you can do differently to see the result. For example, I can create a script and start recording the first video with 120 the speed. And okay, I think it's not what I want. Then I change the speed of the scrolling and I adjust to 200 and see how it goes. Okay, it's too fast. So I'll record a third take. I can do this. And this is what I'm going to explain right now about the teleprompter speed. So right here. Okay, you can see this needle gauge icon is to adjust the speed that the text runs on the teleprompter script. The teleprompter speed slider enables us to adjust the speed that the text moves within the text block, which we can see on the app, and we adjust this slider. When we set up the teleprompter speed, we want the text that we are reading to be on the upper part of the text block. This is fading off the screen. In order to do that, we're going to choose a speed that can enable us to read the top line of the text. We always want to be concentrated on the top line of the text, which would be closest to our camera. So you would set up your speed so that you could finish the top line of the text, and when the next line moves up, you would be able to complete the next slide. And that would move up, so you're always going to be reading the top lines of your recording screen. And here I have to talk about a feature that is only available on Android, because so far it's not available on iOS devices, is the pause on silence. That could basically pause the recording if you refrain from speaking. And the noise reference level would be the background noise level required to reactivate the recording. So it is related to the silent feature that we just mentioned. And it's only available to Android devices. Okay. How's it going, guys? So far, so good. Any questions? Does that make sense? Okay. No questions. So I believe you can continue with the slides. Okay. Here in this screen, you can see an example of what will happen once the recording has been activated. In order to initiate the recording, you press on the red record button of the bottom of the app. There will be a 5-second countdown to initiate the video recording. You'll be able to see the recording is activated through recording sign on the lower right hand side of the screen. So make sure to focus on the upper line of the text closest to the camera while recording. We are talking about this a lot of times because it's really important, this part. Because if you record a 20 minutes video and you're not looking to the right place, you lost this time and you don't want this. So please do it. And the text will start scrolling up the screen. And if the auto stops activated, will stop once the script has finished scrolling. Okay. How long does the pause last before scrolling begins again? If you're talking about silence stop, it will come back when you start to speaking again. That's the function. So if you're using Android device and you're using script and this function is activated, you're reading the script, and if you stop, the video stops. And if you're going back to speak, if you're talking again, the video start to recording again. So that's it. Good question. Let's go. Let's keep going. Okay, here we're seeing the result intake preview screen will be that was generated once we recorded, and from here we can start deciding what we want to do with this resulting video, whether you want to create a new take or to change an existing scripts. This is where you do it. And here, this is the function that I'm going to talk right now. I love these functions. It's really good. If you're even for you guys, you're recording a video, you know that sometimes you say something wrong in the middle of the video, or you start the video, you're not warmed up, so you're not saying the things in the way that you want. So with this function here, the word string, with this function, you can cut, you can trim a little parts of your video. So trim is a feature which enables us to cut the length of your videos. This can be used to cut off elements of your video at the beginning or end of the video to eliminate unwanted aspect of your video or to create cuts. You can do this too. You see an adjustable white slider beneath the preview video. We can drag each side of the slider to adjust the beginning and the end points of the video. We can alternatively double click on the text itself to choose the portion of the text that you want to include in your video recording. So once you've done that, we will click the save button and we will adjust the video length to the highlighted text in the trim window. Yeah, if you didn't use this feature, try it. This webinar, when this webinar finish, try it, this function, because it will help you a lot of time editing videos. And if you want to share just a little part of the video on social media, you can do this with this function too. So it's really, really good. Okay. Now we're going to see how to style your video. So we have some features which are only available to premium users. So you can, if you are not a premium user yet, you can test it free trial for 3 days, and you're going to see how it goes, how is to edit some of these features. So crop, captions, logo, green replace in our edit feature. You can also brand your video, change aspect ratio, add the music background. You can do all of this if you have a premium account. And you can check our pricing today because we have a huge promotion for a earlier plan. So just check it after this webinar and try it, the free trial, and see if you are able to use this app, if this app could help you, because I'm sure after you testing, you're not gonna leave it anymore. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And now I'm going to teach you how to use the crop function. So the crop feature enables you to crop the size of the video by reframing and removing the excess from the video that you recorded. You can also change the aspect ratio to format your video for different platforms. For example, if you want to share on Facebook, you use one different. If you want to share on YouTube, you use a different aspect ratio. So the app helps you with that. And generally, you want to record in the record position that you prefer. So if you're doing a panoramic or a portrait views, you want the camera to be in the panoramic or portrait view, right? Then, if you need to adjust to a square format, for example, for Instagram, you can subsequently do that. And how's it going, guys? So far, so good. Too much information. Okay, I don't see any questions. So let's talk about logo. On the premium version, you can add your own logo. You can basically adjust the size of a logo. You can set up the position so you can put on the right side, on the left side, on the bottom of your screen. You can choose where you want to put your logo, right? Uh, most of the customers don't have problem with these two, so we can move forward to the next slide about the background music, right? So you can also add this background music to your videos. We have a fair selection of copyright-free background music, which you can use without any issues. So if you want to bring your own music, please, please be aware that you need to make sure that there is no copyright infringement issues there, because this can give you a little bit of trouble to you. So please be aware of that. Okay, Greg, when you how I went here. Okay, after you recorded your video, it will appear the option to you. You can either edit with captions or edit without captions, and these options here will appear to you. So after you record the video, when you click on, you see these options: add captions, replace green background. So if these options are not appearing to you, uh, I don't know what's going on, but maybe you're just in the uh, wrong screen. You just have to click on the right video, and these options will appear to you. But if the problem persists, I'm not sure about it. You can just send a message to our support, and we'll try to help you to find it. But good question, good question. Also, you can use this on the web version. Okay. Okay, I have a lifetime version and I don't see it. Okay, Greg, just send a message to our support team that we're going to see what's going on with your account. Sometimes what happens is the your sometimes appear it happens that the customer is with logged in with email and your premium account is under another email, but we can check. So just send a message to us, to our support, that we're going to see what's going on with your account, right? Thank you. So, okay, so you can also add business intros and outros to your video business card with your personal details. And yeah, and the next feature is probably the feature that all the customers love it, really love. So the captions. To generate captions, we have an automated caption systems which enables you to do captions either from a scripted text or from a video that we recorded off the cuff without any script. You can manually adjust the captions if you need be, and you can also adjust the text fonts of the captions. So you can add captions to a video that we recorded on BIGVU, and you also can add captions for a external video. For example, we record a video on your camera, your ordinary camera, and then you can upload this video to BIGVU and add captions, right? So this function is really good. And okay, after you finish editing your video, you need to share, you need to upload to the cloud. So let's see how this go, how we're going to do this. Okay, in this slide, uh, a free user, in order to export the video from your device, you would simply go to share, click on the share, will take you to this screen here, share screen. Here you can either go to the more button, which you see on the right hand side of the app screen, to save to your gallery or export directly to Facebook or YouTube once you've got set up your social media accounts. To save to gallery, simply choose a location in the device gallery and the video will be saved to your local device. So it's not difficult, but some customers face this problem that they didn't find a place to save to the gallery. So we have to share and then export to the gallery. This this is how you going to save it, the video. And now from premium users, you can upload your videos to the cloud and you can access our web desk. So on the web desk, if you prefer to edit your video on your computer, you can do this if you have a paid plan, right? Okay. Here, here, what happens when the video is processing? When we have finished recording or editing and we proceed to the video processing stage, we click on the process video button and we see the process icon with the blue progress bar come up. And that will indicate to you that the video is busy processing. This can take some minutes, and the process basically has two phases. One is basically uploading the video elements to the server, and the second is processing the video on the server itself. So once the progress process is finished, we see the blue progress bar has run full circle and our video is ready. So when you see this, the video will probably be available on your web desk, right? Okay, we have one question from Alex. Okay, how long can a video be? That depends. If you're using a iOS device, it has some limit. If you're not using a iOS device, if you use an Android device, is another limit. It's not related to your plan. It's related to your device. And if you want to upload, there is a length limit too. But you not have problems if your video is under 8-9 minutes recorded in HD. You not have problem with that. Okay, Alex, the limit for Android to upload the file it's uh, approximately 9 minutes or 1 GB. So if you want to upload the video, you want to record shorter videos and then put them together on the web desk. That's what I recommend. And if you have problems with that, you can just send a message to our support that we can show you step by step. Okay, first you have to do this, then you do that. How to merge, how to combine these videos on the web desk, right? Good, good. Can you share to LinkedIn? Yeah, I believe you can on the web desk. On the web desk, this option is available. I'm not sure about the on the app. You can see it when you put to share the video if it appears the LinkedIn icon. But on the web desk, I'm sure you can do this. Okay, L. Robinson. There is not a limit of characters that you can use in the teleprompter. But if you have a problem to save this, this script on the teleprompter, just tell us and we'll try to see what's going on. And Alex, I will ask you to send us our support message because it's a specific case. And 1 hour webinar, you have to split the video because uh, it's too long for the app upload. If you were using a iOS device, you would not have problems with that. But we're trying to get better this experience because this limit has a reason, because sometimes you can have upload issue. So we're trying to get better this function to upload to the cloud, this limit. We're studying new features about it, right? Good. Okay, about this slide right here, when you have your videos recorded and you want to be able to distinguish between the original take and variations of the script you have recorded, or in case of premium users who may have added or uploaded to the cloud, you can see on this screenshot that we have a number of takes for the same video script. To identify the different scripts, we will notice a small cloud symbol which appears on the video thumbnail. And for the original take, there is no symbol that appears there, right? Can you see that? And good. Okay, here, this one. Okay, so let's go back where we're going for settings your device. And here you can see at the bottom right of the screen, you see the little light figure icon to access your settings. Once you have clicked on the icon, you see the various settings we can adjust. We'll see at the top of your screen your active email here. You're going to see your active email, and you can confirm if you're signing on the correct email account or not, because sometimes you can be logged on your free account and you have a paid plan. You also see the current active subscription. You have your business info, which you can go in and update your social link and the teleprompter settings. Support, if you need to contact our support team. So if you're watching this video on your cell phone, you can get in on BIGVU and get support. Just send a message. If you send this message today, I am going to answer you in some minutes. So maybe you have to wait a little bit until this webinar is end. And we have a FAQ. If you have any questions about system that you want to look up. And here we're going to see a specific settings about the teleprompter. So we're going to see the teleprompter setting. Basically enable you to get an email notification when your video is finished processing. You can adjust the teleprompter scrolling speed. We can set up the prompter scrolling speed, the automatic recording stop, and adjust the teleprompter true relative to the number of words you want per line. So for instance, if you have a script that has 10 words on the first line and only 4 on the next line, it will accelerate the scrolling relative to the numbers of the words on the lines. So it's going to adjust the speed on the second line to make it move faster because there are less words on the lines. So this function is basically if your first line of the script has 10 words and your second line has only 4 words, the scrolling speed will be faster. So you can change this if it's going too fast, your teleprompter, to the way that you think you have a better result, right? Okay, I will finish this slide and I'll answer the 2 questions that appears. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Is there an option to slow up presentation slide on the screen as you're explaining a topic? Dining, I will recommend to you to attend to our webinar tomorrow at the same time, but I am afraid that you can do this, but in a different way, in a specific way. So I'll ask you to send this question tomorrow in our advanced webinar, and I believe Ray will be happy to answer you. Yeah, Betsy, you can do that on the web desk. You can edit, you can add videos, you can add photos, you can add music, you can add this on the web desk, right? And if you're not sure how to do it, you can check our FAQ. Explains how to do it, the step by step. But if it's still not clear to you, you can just send us a message and we will see it, how we can help you. Good. Here, we're going to see the social links. So, uh, social links tab basically permits you to set up your Facebook and your YouTube accounts. Basically, you need to connect it by linking up to your account and authorize it through your YouTube or your Facebook accounts. And please make sure you are on the same email on your YouTube account and your BIGVU account. this helps you to not have issues, not have problems with that, right? So, okay, let's keep going to the next slide. We almost finished this webinar. Here you can see the links that I was talking about, right? And here about your upload. So my upload is for uploading and managing your assets. Assets are pictures and videos from outside of the app you can use for the green replacement, for example. Bear in mind, you don't have to go here every time to upload. You can always upload the file you want to use during the background change process. But you can manage everything here. So it helps you, but you don't have to come here all the time, right? And you can also upload via the BIGVU web desk and use the media assets in your stories. Is the uploader is faster in the BIGVU web desk. Finally, we're going to the web desk. And I'll just speak about the BIGVU desktop, which is available on your laptop or PC. This has limited functionalities for free users and more advanced edit and other adventures for premium users. The desktop cannot be used for recording, uh, at, but with this function here, we released this function, the desktop teleprompter. If you have a work group account or a team account, we are doing this in a better version. So at this moment, you can record on your desktop, on your PC, on your laptop with this beta function. So the desktop teleprompter, you just have to create a script, and you see that we appear the option open the teleprompter in your PC. So you just have to do that, test it. Please give us feedback. We are just in the beta version, so it's not a problem. If you are facing something, if you have some suggestions, please send to us. We're going to study what you're saying, the issues that you're having, and we're trying to increase your experience with this feature, right? And on the web desk, free users can create all your scripts either by typing them or copying them from a Word document, as someone asked today. And okay, the script will then be transmitted directly to the app. It is important to note that you need to use the same login credentials on the desktop and your app. For example, if you're logged with one email on the desktop and another email on the app, you are unable to send the script to your phone. So please pay attention on that. We received some questions and about it. It is normal. It's ordinary that people face this kind of problem. And guys, that's all for today. Yeah, that was all that I want to explain to you today. I hope that you were able to understand what I'm trying to explain. This was my first webinar here in English. So as I told you in the beginning of this webinar, the next couple weeks, we're going to have a webinar in Spanish and in Portuguese. So if your native language, Portuguese, is easier to understand, or it is Spanish, pay attention on your email. You're going to receive these emails. And we are planning to do webinars and later in the night time zone from the US, almost 8 p.m. US time zone. So if you're working the whole day, you'll be able to watch our webinars too. So if you have any questions, just contact our our support, and appreciate your time. It was a pleasure to be here with you guys. And I think I see you in the next couple weeks. And enjoy our app. And I will answer the final questions here in the chat, or you can send us the questions on the support of BigView, right? See you guys. Was a pleasure have you here. Take care.